You know what toy that I think is the worst? And I wouldn't even consider it a toy necessarily, but you see kids with it all the time, are those fucking glow sticks.
You don't like glow sticks?
The ones you can wrap around your wrist or your neck like a necklace.
Yeah, why don't you like them?
Every year there's this big festival called Summerfest, world's biggest music festival. And it happens every year in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Every year we would go and they had the glow sticks and I loved getting the glow sticks. And so one night we came home and I was messing with the glow stick and I was chewing on it. Why was I chewing on it? Because I'm a dumb idiot kid. No other explanation. It
That's
fucking
fair.
cracked and started foaming in my mouth.
Yeah.
And I ran to the bathroom, spitting it out, getting this gunky foam out, and was like, oh, it tasted like battery acid.
I don't even know what to say to that, Jake. I mean, that's just... I mean, yes, they are... It is extremely dangerous to children, right? Like, it is extremely dangerous in the wrong hands. Like, there's gotta be some, like... You gotta make sure that somebody is watching and paying attention, because kids aren't usually gonna do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so in terms of, like, kids' toys, I think I would agree with you. That is one of the worst. What about... I'm thinking, from my childhood... I mean, I might have talked about this before, but moon shoes.
Oh, those are ankle breakers.
Yeah. Moon shoes, baby. Moon shoes were a death trap on your foot. Honestly, they should have, like, made a partnership with the people who made the Saw movies and been like, this is the next trap that you could put on the people.
Yeah.
Is a moon shoe.
And if you fall over, you fall into a bunch of pins and needles.
Oh my god, dude. And you know you would, because that's all that happened with it.
That's all, everybody on their face, smack dab, trying to moon shoot over something. Oh no, you're going in that vat of pins and needles.
Not even, you know what? Check this out. Don't even do the pins and needles. Just make it a concrete floor and just say, get from one side of the room to the other.
You'll be there for years.
Just no time, just do it and you could leave.
Yeah. You'll die of dehydration before you get halfway.
Yeah, they just didn't work. From what I remember.
They didn't. And I mean, the most you could get in the air with those things, like the box was like, oh, jump 30 feet. Like you got kids flying up in the air.
Yeah, from a fucking kangaroo.
You couldn't jump more than like maybe 3 inches in those things.
No way. Those things sucked pee-pee back in the day. You know, what would make it a better product? Huh? Something that, like, grounded you more, like centralized the gravity? There's gotta be something to fix those things.
Maybe some kind of handlebar set. Maybe you could get, like, some kind of... I don't know. Honestly, those things are just a death trap all around. There's no way you're not falling on your face.
I don't think so. There is no way of fixing those things. But there is something that can be fixed. Thankfully, now they can be fixed are video games. People like to release patches to their games now. It's not like how it used to be back in the day where, you know, if you sent out a game and it was trash, that was it. It just stayed trash.
It was done for. You had no shot ever coming back with that game.
Right. And I'm bringing it around full circle. And this is I just want to say another disclaimer. I'm only talking about games I've played. I don't want to judge anything that I haven't tried or anything like that. But back in the day, one of my favorite movies. Do you remember the movie Shark Tale?
I do not.
You don't remember the Will Smith classic of Shark Tale from DreamWorks?
Nope.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I don't remember it.
I am not having this conversation right now. Shark Tale was one of the best animated films ever created in the history of mankind. And I will
the history of mankind? Sir, I beg to differ. And I haven't even seen it.
I also beg to differ. However, it was a childhood classic for me. Same as Hoodwinked, and I know that movie is horrible.
Hoodwinked?
You remember Hoodwinked?
No,
everybody
remember
vaguely
Hoodwinked.
remembers Hoodwinked.
I don't remember Hoodwinked either.
Oh my god. Listen, I'm pretty sure Hoodwinked is on Netflix. I don't know about Shark Tale. Regardless, I'm continuing. So I watched Shark Tale a lot as a kid. It was like fucking Jimmy Neutron. It was just always kind of on in the background. So there was a game made after the movie, obviously, too, because every children's movie between the year 2000 and 2010 was made into a fucking game. For some reason, they were like, oh, the movie, the game, or every single kid's movie. So they made one for Shark Tale. I owned 2 copies of Shark Tale, the video game, growing up. I had a PS2 version, and I had a Game Boy Color version. Not Game Boy Color, I'm sorry, Game Boy Advance.
I'm just starting to think you're a big Shark Tale stan. You're just really into Shark Tale.
Listen, I love that movie. You know how people like jokingly but also really do love Paul Blart?
I don't think I've met anybody who likes Paul Blart.
Are you fucking kidding me? I love Paul Blart. This is bullshit.
Who are you?
Paul Blart, okay, Paul Blart is not what we were talking about with like Sandler phobia. That's just like, it's stupid, and that is the only reason why it's funny. Like, it's not boomer humor. It surpasses that to a level that is trying so hard not to be boomer humor that it pushes it to the level that it isn't anymore.
Right.
It just passed the threshold.
They have to go that extra mile to be not boomer.
It got to that moment, and I don't know how they did it, and I don't think they'll ever do it again. Anyway, back to Shark Tale.
So far we know that Kenny loves Shark Tale and Paul Blart.
And this is why whenever you're asking me like, oh, did you ever watch this movie? No, it's because I was only watching Paul Blart and fucking Shark Tale.
Fucking Shark Tale.
Dude, Shark Tale is so good. Don't even...
Speaking of boomer movies, though, real quick.
Uh-huh.
This isn't really a boomer movie, but it was made by boomers and it stars a boomer. Okay. Our boy John Travolta. Have you ever seen the movie The Fanatic?
The Fanatic?
The Fanatic. Okay, so our boy John Travolta he plays like a... what's the word I want to say here? He plays kind of like a...
Like mentally disabled?
He plays a mentally disabled person.
Right.
But he's kind of like a stalker, so he's obsessed with this one TV show, and it's John Travolta. He's got like this mullet haircut. The first line of the movie is he's talking to a cash register, and he's like, I gotta go poop. And it's so... It's so fucking bizarre, and guess who directed it?
Steven Spielberg?
If I told you this name in a million years, you'd never get it.
Mel Gibson.
No. Fred Durst of Limp Bizkit, the lead singer of Limp Bizkit, is a director, and I just found that out. So you gotta watch this movie, The Fanatic. I think that might be the worst movie I've ever seen.
Oh, dude, I did not even realize that you transitioned into the worst movie you've ever seen. I was just like, oh, he's going off on a tangent. I'm going to let him ride this one out. Wow. Yeah, I've never heard of that movie in my entire life. The last John Travolta movie that I saw, I don't know. I mean, I've seen Grease a trillion ass times, maybe. But you know that movie Old Dogs with him and Robin Williams? Rest in peace, Robin.
Is that where they're like a bunch of old dudes riding motorcycles? No, that's Wild Hogs.
Yes, that's Wild Hogs, but Old Dogs was like, they were best friends pretty much always growing up, and then their life kind of took them in different directions, but now they're like coming back together for like Robin Williams' daughter, I think, or like granddaughter. I don't remember if it was, I think it's granddaughter, but like they're like trying to like rekindle this relationship either for his daughter or his granddaughter. I cannot remember because it's been too long, but it was just like a very heartfelt Disney movie, live action Disney movie. And
that's the worst movie you've ever seen.
No. That is not a bad movie by any means, but it's the last John Travolta movie I've ever seen. I think. I don't know. Because it just had like a lot of slapstick humor. Like, these old guys, they got their meds switched up, so what silly side effects are they going to have? And, it was just a bunch of yucks.
John Travolta's had an interesting career movie-wise.
Yeah.
Like, he's had some good ones, and he's had some real duds.
Listen, I think he killed it in Hairspray. I will never back down from that.
I don't think I've seen Hairspray.
Oh, it is so funny. It's a classic.
He's really good in Michael. Have you ever seen that? Where he's like an angel?
I have not.
Oh,
no.
That's a good one, too. That one was more like in his earlier career when he was younger.
Okay.
My mom had a crush on John Travolta, and she also liked Richard Gere. And you know what the reasoning was? Because they had butt chins. Who the fuck?
What? People likes butt chins? I mean, like, Superman, right?
Right.
But who else?
I don't know. Who the fuck likes a butt chin? I mean, no offense to butt chins, but that's...
Oh, Peter Griffin?
That's such a, like, unique thing to be attracted to.
Yeah, and I think it's more because it's the recessive gene of the two, if I'm not mistaken, to have a butt chin.
Yeah, there's definitely different types of butt chins. There's more of like the Ben Affleck like butt cheek crack thing.
Yeah.
And then the other ones are like just like a dot in the middle of your chin.
Yeah, I mean,
almost like a dimple.
It depends on how you wear weight in your face, I think, what determines if it's just like the actual like chiseled booty or like just a butthole on your face. Yeah.
Here, let me wipe the poop off your mouth.
Well, okay. I didn't talk about Shark Tale, but I think we got enough out of it. It's fine. That game. Okay, what I was gonna say, just real quick.
Somehow we got way over here on John Travolta from Shark Tale.
The Game Boy Advance version was good, and the PS2 version was dog shit. That's all I was gonna say.
Well, you know what's a real shitty game is Superman for N64.
Yeah, I was doing a lot of research on like, because I wanted to make sure that like, okay, what do a lot of people not like? And do I agree with any of those? I never played Superman 64 myself, but I don't need to know that it's a fucking, like, you just go through the rings and that's it, right?
And you know what? For the longest time, because when you look up lists, like, what are the worst games? It's usually on the list. And I remember playing this game. This was right in my wheelhouse. I was, into superheroes, wrestling, all sorts of stuff. And this game came out and I was like, oh man, this is going to be dope. Fly around, destroy stuff, Superman, save the day. No, you're basically flying through rings like you're Sonic's bitch, and that's all there is to it. What the hell?
I'd rather play Sonic at that point.
Exactly. That game's way more fun. It's not even a good flight simulator.
Dude, there are a lot of bad Sonic games out there, though. There's so many bad Sonic games. From like a stance of like, this is just objectively broken as a game. Oh my gosh. I remember I grew up playing Sonic Heroes. Shout out to Sonic Heroes. That was like my jam.
Mm-hmm.
Love that game. But I know a lot of people don't like it because there were actually a lot of differences between the GameCube version and the PlayStation 2 version that people who played it on the PS2 were like, why doesn't this work? And everybody was on GameCube playing it, and me included, like, yeah, that level's fine. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, it was just it's so weird how, like, different versions used to have such drastic differences back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember, like, everybody praises GoldenEye 007 as an N64 classic. I'm pretty